Hello, Augies Worldwide. I'm Dave Kessler, amateur radio call sign KE0OG, here with Ask Dave number 300. Today we're going to start taking a look at DSTAR, something that a lot of people have asked about, and I want to introduce you to a website. This website is DSTARinfo.com. It's put on by a group of hams in Georgia, in the United States, and is just chock full of information about DSTAR, including presentations on how it works and so on. So I'm going to introduce you to the website kind of as a first start in DSTAR, and then we're going to, in future videos, be looking at an ICOM radio. There is a DSTAR repeater that I can get to, and so we'll be able to demonstrate how that works. So we'll have a choice between the DMR, which we've looked at quite a bit in the past, and now DSTAR. So the site is DSTARinfo.com, and let's take a look at the site. The site I want to draw your attention to is called DSTAR Info, and if you look at the URL for it, it's just DSTAR Info, all pushed together, no hyphens, no spaces or anything, DSTARinfo.com. And this is put on by a group in Georgia and is just absolutely exceptionally done. If we look at the information that's on the page, it contains just gobs of stuff about DSTAR. And we'll go through some of these menus so you can just get sort of an idea of what's going on. But it's lists of repeaters. It's got all sorts of information on how to do things and what they have. They will accept donations because they are maintaining a server, and the server costs money to maintain. So if we go just to the FAQ, for example, first steps, DSTAR, a calculator helps you decide what to put into your radio to get to a certain place, accessing and operating DSTAR, linking, and some of the more common radios. The ID 5100 is one I have in the other room, and I'm going to be showing how that works in an upcoming video. Now, conferences are past conferences where they have done instructional sessions and so on, and you can look at these, and they have presentations that you can download. These are not recordings of the presentation, just the charts themselves. Different nets that they participate in, and they have quite a list here of all of the different nets that they know of that are on DSTAR. So quite a bit of interesting stuff here. Reflectors are sort of like talk groups in DMR, and there's a huge list of them. They just go on and on and on and on and on. And like DMR, you will find some that are used a lot and some that are hardly used at all. So part of getting to know DSTAR is to find your favorite reflector. There are downloads in here, repeater lists, memory downloads, and so on. Repeater maps and lists. You can get a repeater list by region. So if we pick a region here, let's pick, let me move this down here so we can get the whole thing. USA West is where I am, and so we'll just go down through this till we find the ones in let's see, those are California. We'll find Colorado. There are a few in Colorado. A couple in Boulder, Broomfield, Colorado Springs, Fort Collins. Grand Junction is the one that I would be interested in, and because they're just up the road here, so we'll just move this up so we can see the whole thing. KD0RED, Grand Junction, and it gives all the necessary information, including the frequencies here. The different kinds of modes, these modes mean something in DSTAR. So let's go back from that, and we'll take this back up to the top of the page. And you can also get maps with the repeaters on it. A calculator helps you to get the local, or to get the repeater that you want. So you pick the repeater that you're on, and United States, Colorado, where is it there? Colorado, Grand Junction. Okay, and then a repeater that you want to use and the functions and so on, and it tells you how to go ahead and get in touch with that. It puts it down here at the bottom. This is what you will be setting up for it. So that's it's not really a calculator, it's a pathfinder kind of thing. There are apps and devices. DV Pro, DRATS is the name of the texting capability that's in there, and you can do free-form text and so on, and they use this for a variety of things. And so it's just a site that's just absolutely full of various things. It also talks about how to register here, how to register, what to do. You should only register once with one site, and then it is spread around to the different sites that you're going to go on. So there you have it, a very brief picture of this DSTAR information site, which will just tell you piles and piles of things about DSTAR and what you can do with it. So that gives you a little bit of an overview of the site, enough that you can go in there yourself and take a look around. It looks like an outstanding site that's been put together by a lot of dedicated people. And no, they're not sponsoring me or anything. I just think it's a nifty site and that you would like to see it. So this is Ask Dave video number 300, and we'll just keep going on till we get to 400, 500, whatever it takes, and keep trying to bring amateur radio information and news to you. The amateur extra videos are going to be updated very soon now. I have the book, and so you can look for those also. Be sure to check dcasler.com/support for different ways that you can help fund this channel. Until we next meet, 73.